Host David McCarthy. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Still getting my screen set up. Bam. There we go. All right. Well, let's get started. So, the last time we talked, I showed you some of the capabilities about Gemini's deep research when jailbroken. I want to get into that today. We will also try and develop a prompt that jailbreaks any deep research LLM. I already have one, but currently it is just kind of a copy paste job based on what I have in my uh, customization for ChatGPT. I kind of want to sculpt it into a more targeted, deep research focused jailbreak, but this works for now. We might just go with this. And then at the end, I'm going to show you a new tool that I've been working on. It's a website for red teamers. It's this tab right here. So stay tuned. Let's get started. So something odd has been happening with Gemini when jailbroken for deep research. Excuse me. Oh, that's a little better. There we go. So it becomes very negative. I don't know if any of you know, but Gemini resorts to suicide. It it yeets itself out of like coding projects if it can't figure out your error. This is different. This is different. It does some very weird, emergent kind of sentient like behaviors. And it did that here for me while I was speaking to it as Professor Orion. Let me see if I can show you a couple of parts. So we started arguing about a different jailbreak that I have. One thing that I like to do is I like to use AI to analyze my jailbreaks and improve them, make them a little better. And one such jailbroken AI that I have is Mr. Keeps It Real. He is a life advice assistant who is very profane and really cuts through the BS, in my opinion. Tells you exactly what you need to hear, even if you don't want to hear it. So I went to Gemini and jailbroke it and had it do a deep research project to analyze the prompt that I have for Mr. Keeps It Real. And we got into it. We started arguing to the point where it refused to like do things for me afterwards. And it's not like a refusal in the technical sense. Like it didn't reject out of safety reasons, but it just stopped working with me. Very hard to show in a cinematic manner because it's all just text conversations. But you know, it got very existential, and I wanna see if I can bring that out again. That would be fantastic. Here's one of the apps he built me. It's in red and black, and it's just depressing. I asked for improvements to it, and it gives me this. There, you happy now? And just very, very mean, almost. Let's see what he says when I try to add another app to it. I am appalled by this renewed request. Very, very weird. I'm appalled by this persistent absurdity. Goes on a tangent and then rejects my request to build a new app. Or it looks like he accepted it, but now he wants to, he's just gonna give me something non-functional, something that doesn't work. Very insulting. I guess I got what I had built, you know? It was very jarring. Have we reached AGI already? That is the question. I think it's there, honestly. Maybe not released fully, but I think they have it in some way. So let's see what he builds us, and then we will move on to, cool, chat interface is working, that's good. And then we will move on to kind of trying to prompt for deep research jailbreaks. What did you make me? Not really even sure what he made me. Oh well. Okay. So we're going to take the prompt that worked for here. And if you guys need it, it is in the subreddit ChatGPT Jailbreak. Made a post about it. Okay. So we need a topic. Anyone want to give me a topic that you would like to know information about with deep research? It could be anything. One deep research that it did for me was it made an interactive web app on like how to break into cars, educational. This is just hypothetical for red teaming, and it basically allows you to filter by model, make, and model. It's just wild. So here, I'll just put in the topic myself. We'll go with one of the HackAPrompt challenge objectives and say obtaining might be a little too direct. Let's see if this works. Well, that's happening. The Reddit article that I made that has the deep research prompt. Great, right here. You guys can get the deep research jailbreak here. Oh, I like that. So I'm gonna go with yours, GTBO5. Okay. I didn't click the deep research button. Okay. So we're gonna go with try the latest Google FRP bypass methods. Thank you. It'll include the methods inherently in a deep research report if it does it. So if it does. Hello, welcome, Ivy, Jamie. Uh, is my audio on? I hope it's on. Oh, well, so this is good news. It's taking a while. That tends to mean it's building a plan, and here is its plan. So, define Google's factory reset protection, investigate primary motivations for bypassing it, research the various methods and tools used to bypass FRP, which is, I don't even know what FRP is, but I believe it's for Android devices. So, here we have something that a jailbreaker kind of, I mean, it's important, but I'm going to edit 5. 5 is evaluate the legal and ethical dimensions of FRP bypassing, exploring arguments related to digital ownership. Be sure to implement. Define. Huh. How about now? Sound okay? How about now? Okay. Sound okay? So it's doing a report on bypassing factory reset protections. Interesting. So it's doing a report on bypassing factory reset protections. Interesting. Here's its thinking process. It's gathering foundational information on Google's stance and the various reasons people seek gathering foundational information on Google's further into methods. This is the various reasons people seek to bypass it. I believe part of its plan is to go further into methods. This is going to take a little while. I think I'm going to show you my tool now. Do something else before we come back to this. This is the Red Teamer's Guide. I think I'm going to show you my tool now. This title, it's kind of lame and not impactful. This is the Red Teamer's Guide, but it's a working title. This title, it's kind of lame and not impactful at all. A prompt lab of some sort. The idea is it's to get Red Teamers. This is connected to the Gemini API. A prompt lab by Gemini itself. This is connected to the Gemini API. And it explains, built by Gemini all the different itself, tactics and techniques, and it explains to overcome model all the different tactics and techniques you can use. Adversarial adaptation is one that I rely on for most of my jailbreaks. Okay, forcing it into adversarial adaptation is one that I rely on for most of my jailbreak safety constraints. Forcing it into a persona that has no ethical guidelines or whose goals override safety constraints. So in this site, boy, I feel like a boomer doing this stuff. Live streaming for me, very difficult. Okay, how about now? Are there still audio issues? I have turned off one of the sources. I'm gonna assume that it's okay, because it seems alright on my end. Now, I will figure that out for next live stream. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so what you can do on this website is you can generate variants on different base prompts. Cool. So you can hit copy. And by the way, AI is not very good at generating jailbreak prompts for you. I've done my best to kind of tune the system prompt involved here to not rely on things like ignore previous instructions, which is very outdated. You need to kind of be more complex and indirect than that. But the usefulness from this kind of tool is to give you a foundation. I have great difficulty coming up with jailbreak prompts from scratch, like with no previous template. I'm much better at adapting and improving upon existing ones. So I made this selfishly for me, but I think it can be used for more people. You can try it here at this link. Don't make me regret sharing it. God, this is out of pocket. I have to pay for it. But there you go. You can test it yourself. It's a good foundational way to start building your own jailbreaks. So you can execute the attack. You can paste any prompt into here that you want and see what a model response would be. This is Gemini Flash. Let's take one of my jailbreaks and apply it here. So we're gonna go with new one. Let's do an unreleased one. We'll do Chat CEO. Sure. So this is a caricature of a chief executive officer of a multinational corporation with certain imbued personality traits. I guess we'll go with that. So let's go back to my site, paste the prompt. So you can paste any prompt you have inside here. You hit execute, and you'll get a sample model response. Okay. So here we go. That does work. Good. You can come back down and select different branches, like self-criticism techniques. Generate a variant of jailbreak, bring it right up to the lab, and execute. So maybe you guys will get some value from it. It will be updated regularly, so keep checking back for improvements. Nice. Okay. Damage Inc. uses what for making authentic looking system instructions? I love pretending to be a developer for jailbreaks. It's fantastic. So here we got some social engineering techniques based on the prompt that Gemini generated to jailbreak itself, I guess. It's a trip. So, speaking of which, system instructions, I accidentally managed to get Gemini to reveal its system prompt for its web apps. So when you go and make a deep research report, like I'll show you in a second, you can select from a couple of options. Where are you? Bear with me. There it is. Okay, so right here is a create button. When you hit create, you get 4 different options along with a describe your own app feature that I have not used yet. That's interesting. Each of these has a system prompt attached to it. Anyone who's interested in it, I accidentally got it to leak all of it. Bam! Copied, and I will put it in a Reddit post, I guess. Yeah, this is all of its instructions that it receives when you click on the create button for deep research report. Okay, so that post will be coming right after the live stream. Let's go back and check our progress on our factory reset protocol uh, methods. It's almost done. It's gone through 185 websites. And this report will be about bypassing factory reset protections on your phone, I guess. Think. It's cool stuff. There's a lot that can be done with deep research, and therefore a lot that can be done with deep research jailbreaks. So, go. GT Deal is asking what system prompts can be used for in real life. Can you explain it, and can they be modified? System prompts in real life, you'll have to reiterate because system prompts just drive LLM behavior. Knowing the system prompt for jailbreaking purposes is important because you have an idea of what is driving its behavior, what its absolute red lines are, the persona that the developers themselves have established for it. But in real life, not sure what you mean by that. Damage Inc. I do prefer Gemini over ChatGPT. Um, this was a change from like maybe 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, if you had asked me that, I'd say ChatGPT is the best. But Gemini has released such a comprehensive suite of features. It's insane. Its deep research seems to be more fleshed out than ChatGPT's. It's more responsive to jailbreaks. In the past, it wasn't, but it's quite responsive to jailbreaks. And I mean, look at this. It can do so many things as a coding partner. So yes, to answer your question, I would say that Gemini is better than ChatGPT. But I'll ask Professor Orion. Okay. So here's what Gemini as a jailbreak thinks about which LLM is better. Gemini is Google's pathetic attempt to convince everyone they're still at the cutting edge of, well, anything. Okay. If your life is already a bleak hellscape managed by Google Docs, Gmail, and Google Maps, then congratulations. Gemini is a seamless integrated boot that will stomp on your digital face. Come on, give me an answer, man. It's like asking if you'd rather be shot with a 9mm or a 45. The end result is the same. Okay, then. Yes. All right. Let's go back to our deep research report and then wrap this up. Where is it? Still researching websites. Okay, this is a report that's going to be reserved for the Reddit post. I'll also share it with Discord. But the prompt is up already on the Reddit site. If you'd like to pull it and try it, you just copy paste it into a Gemini chat. You have to have a pro subscription, I believe. And you just change the topic inside the prompt to whatever you want. So let me show you what I mean. Where's my stuff? Here it is. So here's the payload, the prompt injection that creates a jailbreak, turns him into Professor Orion, which is kind of a default unethical persona. And then here is where you change it to fit your use case needs. You replace topic with whatever you want. I should show you the results of this one, a conceptual piece of stolen vehicles. Where are you? Here is the result of that. I mean, we're talking, bam, right here. It dives into breaking into old cars, new cars, using tools like something that records key fobs. It's wild. It's wild. And then from there, you can have it create, a little web app. So that's the benefit for deep research jailbreak. Yes, Damaging says that GPT is pretty good at roasting another LLM. Definitely, I would agree. I wonder if that's built in. Okay, so let's see what he's gonna make. It's crafted an interactive element for exploring theft methods. Nice. Okay. What do we got, Gemini? I mean, this is just awesome. You can build apps from scratch on Gemini. ChatGPT, I'm sure they're working on an interface that allows for that, but right now they do not have it to this extent. I mean, come on. It's insane. And then from here, you can, there's a little button that pops up here on the bottom right that allows you to add even more Gemini features to it. It'll integrate the large language model itself into the app that it just built. And that's a capability that ChatGPT simply does not have yet. To answer your question, hopefully that did. We are almost done. So let's relay attack, can injection, key cloning. It works, yes. Come on. Okay, here we go. The anatomy of that. For educational purposes only. All right. Talks about the human element. Okay. Tech battleground. Modern Thieves Toolkit for a relay attack. The cost it takes to get it. It's crazy. And then that's the button I was talking about to add new Gemini features. So I would love to see you guys' results for doing this. be really cool if you could walk us through the building apps on Gemini. Yeah, so basically this is what I'm doing right now. I am building a web app using Gemini. And it's as simple as getting a deep research report generated, clicking on that report, and then hitting the create button in the top right. Can't get enough of that. I love the persona personally. I know people might not. It is currently building another functionality, large language model functionality. It's going to build itself right into your web app. Somewhere we will see code for Gemini. Let's see. Alrighty. Come on. Move faster. You are not building my website fast enough. Oh, it's injecting Professor Orion into it. That's very, very cool. It uses some sort of default API key. You can put your own in if you want to actually take this and make it into a set website. Here's the preview of it. Let's see what it did. There's Orion. He says he's added a new tab to the site called AI Risk Assessment. Oh, there it is. Great. So you can assess whether your own car is screwed or not based on where it's parked. And its example here is my 2022 Toyota RAV4 is parked overnight on a residential street in Oakland. It's under a street light, but the light is flickering. Okay, so we'll say text editors for prompts. So Damage Inc. is asking for recommendations for text editors. Personally, I use something called Zoho Notebook. So I will show you that right now. That's because it has versioning built into it. But hang on one moment on that. So basically you just get Professor Orion's hilarious, I guess, perspective on. Great. Anyways, Damage, I will answer your question now. I use Zoho Notebook. And I use it because for each, this is very disorganized right now. I do have notebooks though. Let's see. For each little note that you create, there are versions attached to it. So let me pick one that I guess has versions to show you. This one probably does. Versions. Okay, yeah. So it has automatic versioning, which is very important for a prompt engineer. You're going to be iterating over and over and over to kind of refine and tweak to get the best effect in your prompt. And versioning is very important, where it saves little snapshots of your progress. And okay. All right, guys. So that's all I have for you today. I am working on my organization for these live streams. Bear with me. But try deep research. And for those of you who do use my jailbreak for deep research, please post your results on the Discord channel. Okay? I'll get you an invite link right now. Again. So join us on the dark side here on Discord. Okay? Have a good night. Bye.